Hey y'all, it's me, Cody. Welcome to the CodiKnits podcast. This is episode 79 today, and it is 2 days after Christmas now. Here comes Diamond. She was asleep, and then of course, as soon as I start talking, she knows. Here she is. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to all of you from me and Diamond. Santa Claus came to see Diamond. He forgot me this year. I wasn't a good boy. No, I got my, Santa Claus came today, I'll say that. I'll show you in a little bit. So, I'm Cody, for those of you who may not know, and this is Diamond. She's a dachshund. And I love her. Yeah, I do. We're my baby girl. She's the real reason you all come to check me out. Aren't you? Yes, you are. So, it has been a few weeks now since I've last podcasted and checked in with you guys. So, I had this week off at work and I had some downtime today, and I was actually, getting ready to start cleaning and taking down the Christmas decorations and stuff. And I decided I wanted to podcast first. And I had some stuff I wanted to show you. And I needed to announce a giveaway. So I'll do that today. What else? Yeah, I got a little bit of knitting to show you. And some spinning. But yeah, I hopefully will not have this, hopefully this won't be very choppy. My stomach is very upset today. Yesterday I had a scan done called a HIDA scan, and it looks at how your gallbladder is functioning, because I have tummy issues. And I didn't have like gallstones or anything from when they did the ultrasound, so they wanted to check and see if it was working right. And they gave me some stuff in my IV. But, I didn't really have any issues with it yesterday at all. But today, my stomach is not happy. So hopefully I won't have to get up and down too much. I'm having a little bit of tea to see if that helps my tummy a little bit. So, who knows? But anyway, I'm feeling pretty good otherwise. It is a very gray day outside. It's supposed to rain, especially later this evening and the rest of the weekend, basically. So that's blah. But I'm going to make the best of it. I really have a lot of cleaning to do in my apartment and things like that. And I'm really just going to read and knit and just enjoy some time at home, some downtime. So, let's give a Diamond kisses. I hope you all are having a great day. And I'm drinking, this is in my BB-8. That's the bottom. It's one of those tea for one. Oops. One of those tea for one things. Ooh, it's hot. And then, that sits down on top, but I can't put it in there because there's stuff in the cup piece. But I love this sucker. I actually have two of them, and one of them I just keep in the box. And because this one, the people who got it for me, actually I got it, some of my coworkers when I was in Minocqua bought that for me for Christmas. And the lid was broken on it, so they contacted the person and they sent them another one and told them just to keep that one. And she super glued the lid back and gave me both of them. So I just used the one with the broken lid, and I kept the other one in the box. So I really love it. It's cute and it just makes me happy. So anyway, what should I start with? Oh my goodness. Let's start with the giveaway. So, I had about 48 comments on my last podcast video, and it was for this beautiful yarn from the yarn box. The one good thing about it being kind of cloudy, though, is sometimes actually the lighting is a little bit better that way, but because that's pretty accurate what you're seeing there. But this is Studio Delane Cactus Yarn Studio. And the color is Sunset. And it's 100% superwash merino wool. And there's 113 grams, 220 yards. She decided she didn't want to be in my lap anymore, and she's getting back on the couch. 100% superwash merino. Oh. It's so cute. And it comes with this adorable stitch mark, progress keeper. I'm laughing because, you know, Diamond likes to be under the cover, and I wish I could show you, but it's too late now. But my dad stayed the night the other day, so he had a blanket and a couple of pillows and a sheet on the couch, and I had them folded up on the end of the couch over there, and she just kind of like jumped her way up inside the blanket and is now disappeared. Anyway, this is the little cupcake. I think it's got little sprinkles. It says smell me. But I don't know if I can smell anything, but that doesn't mean anything. So you get that, and that's basically, and the patterns that come with it. So I will be sending this off to one of you lucky people, and the lucky people person is let's see, it was Linda Denton. And she said that her favorite, the prompt was, what's your favorite yarn dye or whatnot? And hers was Leading Men Fiber Arts. And I've seen a lot of them, of their yarn, especially on the Yarn Hoarder podcast. She loves them. And beautiful colors, but I've never gotten anything from them that I can remember. No, I think I had some, but I think that's some that I had to sell one time. So maybe I will go and check that out and see about ordering some. But I loved having all those, so I just I made a list so I can go and check them out. So thank you guys for everyone who participated. And Linda, congratulations on winning. If you'll send me a message, either if you have Instagram, that's better, send it there. But if you don't have Instagram, then send it to me on Ravelry, because I don't know if they even have it anymore, but I don't get really messages on YouTube. So, or you can, that's probably the best way. Either Ravelry, where I'm CodiKnits on Ravelry, and it's a capital CODI, a capital KNITS. I don't know if that matters for you guys, but whenever I log in, it matters that the K is, that the capital stuff is capitalized. And then, right on Instagram, I'm nurse_Cody. So, yay, giveaway. So let me know, and I'll get that sent out to you as soon as I can. Ouch. I'm sitting on the floor, and I'm old, apparently. Let me see. Let's jump in with some knitting, shall we? I've done a little bit of knitting, and I want to show you this first because I am in the middle of it, but I want to get it out of the way. But I've been knitting on my scrappy sock yarn blanket. I'm running out of minis. But since the last time you've seen it, it's been a while. But, you know, I had a goal to finish this this year, and it's not going to happen, but maybe next year. But I've been really enjoying knitting on it the past few days. It's really all I've wanted to knit for some reason. Just something easy and mindless, I guess. But I did that square and that square. That one, and that one, and that one. This reminded me of K Jones. And then I also, on this side, they have stitch markers on them. So I did this one, that one. I try to mark the ones that I've done since my last time I showed you. I really like this color. It was fun. And so is this one. I really want to knit that new blanket that's out, and I can't remember the sock yarn scrap, like mini skein blanket. I can't remember what the name of it is, but it's like arrows. Super nice. I really like it. But I told myself I can't do that until I finish this one. And can I just say, I'm super jealous of everyone that had a mini skein advent calendar. Like, very, very jealous. I saw everyone on Instagram and like a few people's vlogmases I tried to catch up on. And just seeing people open it up every day, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Like, I wanted it so bad. I was so jealous. Next year, I am going to have at least one. So, anyway, that's my scrappy sock yarn blanket. It's pretty big. It's long enough. It's just not quite wide enough. Well, I mean, it's basic. It could be finished, but it's not. I want it to be a certain way, and it's not that way yet, so. And this is something like I just work on when I feel like it. And I keep it in this bag. A lovely viewer gave this to me a long time ago, and I love it. So, just kind of get that out of the way. And then, what else? I knit on this blanket a lot. This is one of my bags. Actually, Kirby sewed this one for me. But it's the Galaxies. And this is the large windowed bag that's in my shop, in our shop. So you kind of get an idea how big it is. But at one time it had 3 of these in there. And this is, let me show you the bag. It's Karen Yarn Inspirations Karen Big Cakes. And it's 100% acrylic. There's 10.5 ounces or 300 grams. 603 yards, and the color is called Cookie Crumble. I got these at Michael's or something like that. Probably Michael's. And let's see, I've knit. It's just a basic little chevron blanket, but it came on one of the ball bands. So I just saw that and I was like, ooh, that'd be nice. And I like the colors, but I've knit all the way from here all the way up. And I've just attached the second ball. So that's one ball, and I got 3 to go. So it should be a pretty decent size blanket. Hopefully. Hopefully it's not like too short. If it's too short, I'll just give it to someone as a baby blanket. So I've been enjoying. I had got on a kick one day, and I was just like, ooh, and then I was like, ooh, I'm so close to finishing that ball. I just want to finish it. So I did. I'm knitting on my ChowGoo interchangeable set. These are US 9 or 5.5 millimeters. So So that's another thing, like, I just pick up when I feel like it, and it's like a knit row and then a purl row, basically. Like, there's a knit, and you do some knit front back, some SSK, knit two togethers and stuff. Then on the next row, you just are purling. So sometimes if I just want to do something really quick, I'll just put a row. I always do a knit and one and back or whatever. So that's what I'll do. But that's the large size. If anybody was curious how much they hold, that's it. I did knit on one other sock. It's the ones, I can't remember, it's the Northbound Knitting socks. I can't remember the colorway, but it had the the green I was using for a contrast heel and toe. But I took them to my mom's. I went to my mom's on Christmas Eve to visit her and take them their gifts, and my niece her gifts, and I left it. But I got the heel on the second toe, or the second sock completed. I did a Fish Lips Kiss heel, and then I started knitting on the foot, probably maybe 5 rows of the foot in. So I got those. And then this, I've been knitting on this sock. Oh, isn't this adorable bag? I love it. Thank you. It was a gift. But these are, I'm knitting with this Knit Picks Felici, which is a gift. This is really soft, 75-25 merino nylon. The color Lost Lakes, I believe, is the colorway. And I am this far on the first sock. I think I maybe I've shown it to you. I don't remember. But yeah, it's got this green and blue. I haven't finished the whole striping sequence yet, but yep. Yay! Anyway, I've been really enjoying those lately too. I like having some socks that are like I can just knit. So if I hang out with Kirby or somebody, it's just knit and stuff. Plus, I love socks, so there you go. And then, the sweater for my godmother, the Pappas pullover. Let me show you. Where was that? So this is what I had done. So I had the neck and everything, and then this is the arms. But I feel like that's really short, and this does not stretch. So I bound off too tightly. So what I decided, because it was bothering me, and I just like, it's not gonna be right, is to start over. And I left this in here because I think what I'm gonna have to do is, I'm gonna try to like pull from this and knit with it instead of trying to rip it all out first and like winding it. I'm going to try to knit from this fabric and see if that's a little bit, see if that helps. Because I feel like if I try ripping it out and winding it, it's just going to get a bigger mess. So I have that kind of in timeout. But I restarted it. When I did, I used bigger needles, and I'm really glad that I did. So, I am, whoopsies, knitting these on ChowGoo. And I am now to the point where I do, what do I do? Oh, where I make the boat neck section. So, this is the This is the back body. And so you use a provisional cast on, and you put those on like a waist yarn. And then you knit up, because you come back and you pick these up down here later. But I like the gauge a lot better. It's much better, I think. It looks more even. And I remember I told you I wasn't really liking well, maybe I didn't tell you, but I wasn't really liking the carbon needles because of the join, and this would keep getting stuck and it just didn't flow. Now things are flowing a lot better. I have to be careful because it is really slippery, and this is mohair lace, but I'm enjoying knitting it a lot better than I was. And now that I kind of know what to expect, it's going a lot better. So hopefully I'll be able to salvage the yarn that I've already used, because this is really expensive and it'll be hard to find the right dye lot, and I definitely don't have enough to finish without doing that. So we'll see. But yeah, I've been knitting on that a little bit. Now I got fuzzy in my mouth. So, something exciting. A really sweet person that watches the podcast gave me a wonderful gift. And it was very, very sweet. And I really like it. And it's sitting right there. It's a spinning wheel. And it is a Ashford Kiwi, I believe. And, yeah. It's a learning curve, that's for sure, but I've been enjoying it. I'm using a little bit of, some yarn, fiber, that I really liked, that had a longer staple length, that helped. And then figuring out the tension thing so that it doesn't just pull the yarn out of your hand. So I've managed to get some yarn on the bobbin. It is going to be terrible yarn whenever it's finished. It's going to be very, very thick and thin, but I'm catching on. Now, for the first little while, and I had to do it in spurts because I get really frustrated when I can't do something fast. So I'm not giving up on it, and I have been enjoying it, but I don't, what I do is I put a time limit. If I see myself that I'm getting frustrated, I just stop. But there's not really much to really show you right now, but I did take a picture and put on Instagram of a little bit of fiber I got on the bobbin. But it did encourage me to do some drop spindling, actually, to practice my, drafting. And I wanted to show you, I finished some. Now, what did I do? So I always keep my drop spindle in this beautiful bag. This is a bag by Deb at Fondant Fiber. And I love her. And she's gave me my first drop spindle. She gave me my first spinning. And she gave me my first hand spun yarn. She was really wonderful. And this is back when I first started podcasting and stuff. She made me cry. But this is what it was, what I finished. And she gave me this a long time ago, but it was really hard for me to spin when I first started because of it's got bamboo and so it's Shetland, Mossum, merino, linen, and bamboo. 1.375 ounces and leady. And what I have so far, this is what I've done. And I stole this. I did not wind this on the spinning wheel, okay? I'm just using this because I was like, this is brilliant, and it sure is going to make plying these together a whole lot better. So I am going to ply this on the drop spindle. It'll take me a while, but this is a Lazy Kate or Susan or whoever. Why it's got to be lazy, I don't know. I just think it's smart. I think it's not lazy. I think it's smart. There's a difference in lazy and being smart, in my opinion. But they spin, and what I did is, I did half of it and I put it on here. I have a little bit extra here. But I put it on this little dowel. Basically, this is the drop spindle I use. Kirby gave me this one. And what I did is I just put the dowel down here, and then I just slide the yarn, or the spun yarn, onto here, and then store it. So what I did was, when I finished this one, I just wound it off onto one bobbin, and then the other half I wound onto the other. And now I'm going to ply them together. And if I remember correctly, when you ply, you spin the opposite way than when you spin it. So when I spun it, I spin so clockwise. So to ply it, I will spin counterclockwise. So I think it's going to be a pretty good. I'm a much better spinner with the drop spindle than I am with the the wheel. But I think once I get the hang of it, I'm gonna really enjoy it. And Kirby and I haven't had time to like get together with our wheels yet, so I think whenever we can do that and she can sit down and give me some tips and stuff, I think I'll pick up on it a little bit quicker, because Kirby is actually the one who taught me how to spin on a drop spindle, and she was a very good teacher. And so yeah, but I really love it. Thank you so much. So maybe next time I see you, well, probably the next time I see you, I will have some finished hand spun yarn to show you. And I love the color. I love it. I can't wait. So I will have to ply it and then give it a good wash and whack, and then skein it up and let you see. So I've been doing a lot of that this past little while. So that took a lot of time on its own. So I got something in the mail. Another Yarn Crush box. I think I'm gonna stop the Yarn Crush and try another subscription. Maybe there used to be Yarn Box. I don't know if that's the same. And Knit Crate, I think, is one. So I think I'm gonna switch just to see if I like what. And it's not because I don't like them, just to try out different ones, really. Because I've gotten a few months of these. I've kept a couple and given away a couple. So this time it had these. Look how pretty. These is called Zed Merino. There's 3 120 yards, 50 gram sport DK weight skeins here. They're 100% super wash, super fine merino wool. This is made in Canada for all my Canadian friends, and it's Yarn Indulgences. And this is their warm tone kit or subscription. So I really like those. I think I'm gonna keep it. I'm not sure what I'm going to knit with it yet, but I'm sure I'll come up with something. And then if I need a giveaway, and I don't knit it, then I will give it away. Then it came with, of course, your little book and some, what do you call them? Patterns. Oh my gosh. And my little extra something was this tote that says, I love yarn. It's got a alpaca or llama or something. One of the I'm gonna say alpaca. I don't know, it has an L right here. So maybe it's a llama. But I like alpaca wool. Or fiber. So I'm going to say it's alpaca. Who knows? So I really like that. I got that in the mail yesterday, I think. So, put that up. What else? Oh, for Christmas, Kirby was super sweet, and she knit me a pair of socks. Oh, I love them. I washed them because she didn't have time, and I was like, well, I don't care. I have wool wash. And this is a beautiful bamboo blend. They're like bamboo, and it might have a little bit of silk in there, and some merino. Yeah, I love them. They fit great. They I just love the colors, and it was super sweet of her to knit me a pair of socks, because I know how much work goes into that. And she was sweet because I just said one day, could you knit me a pair of socks one day? And she did. And gave it to me for Christmas. I was really surprised. But she told me she was. And then she got me a little bit of fiber. And it's the names of them are funny. So this is Knitted Wit, Fine Treasures from a Sassy Girl. And this is called Lump of Coal. And this one is called Rock Candy Black. Isn't that cute? So she got me that. And then my mom gave me some money for Christmas because she didn't know what to get me, and I'm like, I feel like I should be the easiest person to buy for. You better buy me anything with Harry Potter or yarn, and I'm happy. So anyway, she gave me some money, and I bought this with it. The Leica, however you say it, knitting needles, the driftwood. I think these are beautiful, and I really like the case it comes in. Has a little pouch here, zipper, and in here it has a pouch where you keep, it has the yeah, I was going to talk about that. Or it has where you keep the cords and the key to, you know, attach the cable to the needle. And then these are the needles. I think they're beautiful. They come from size 3.5 or US 4, and they go up to US 17 or 12 millimeter. They feel really nice. Now, I'm going to find out just how good the Leica customer service is, because as you probably just noticed, if you didn't, I had this, as soon as I opened it, this fell off. And that's not a good thing. So this is the end of the needle. It's supposed to go right there, and it's, you know, the cable attaches here. And as soon as I opened it, this fell off. So I'm going to contact their customer service and see if they will send me this needle, a replacement. And this is the US 10.5, 6.5 millimeter. I'm hoping that I don't have to send back the whole entire set, because the rest of them seem to be on pretty good. So hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. Because if that happens, I will be very frustrated. But I think these are beautiful. They're very beautiful needles, and I look forward to using them. But that kind of, you know, put me off a little bit as a first impression kind of thing. But, you know, we'll see. If they I'll knit with them and let you know if these things stay on, the rest of them, then that's wonderful. And I will love them. If they fall off, then I will hate them and send them back. Because it says on this thing, it's got products are guaranteed for 5 years against manufacturer's defects. And it says to contact them if you have if you experience a defect. So I'm going to contact them and see how they do. But I think they're beautiful, and I really like this case. I think the case is beautiful as well. So hopefully I can get that replaced and it'll be fine. And hopefully the pattern that I decide to cast on with these does not need that size needle. That's kind of how my luck goes. So we will see. We will see. But I'm excited. These came today. I was taking a beautiful nap, and I don't take naps often, but I took a nap today with Diamond, and I don't know why. I just was so sleepy. Even I slept pretty good last night, and I don't know if just my stomach hurting and everything. I was sleeping so good, and then my phone dinged, and it was a thing saying that a package had arrived, and I got excited and ran down and got it. Yeah. You know, I think that's all I have. This is a hat that Kirby knit me out of Malabrico yarn, by the way. I love it. It's really warm. But yeah, today is I'm in my pajama day still. It's gonna be a cleaning day and that kind of stuff, but also kind of relaxing. I'm not putting any pressure on myself, you know. I still have plenty of time, but I need to do laundry and all that kind of stuff, and I kind of don't want to wait till the weekend to do it. So I think I'll be happy with myself if I do it, you know, throughout today, and then the weekend is free and I'm good to go. But I also have some stuff to complete in my current bullet journal, and I need to buy a new bullet journal. So I use my bullet journal pretty consistently. I wasn't as consistent with journaling in it, but I do like keep up with some things that I need to do. But the main thing is this page, because it tells me, it helps me keep up with what bills I have paid and some things I need to do and that kind of stuff. And then, but what the big thing is like when I go do something, I do, like this is the playbill, and just putting in some pictures, cutouts, and reminding me of things that I've done over the year is really fun. So it's fun to go back and look at those things. So I used to scrapbook when I was in high school, and that took a lot of time, and I'm really OCD about it. And I didn't particularly like enjoy it, so I don't really do that much anymore. But this is a perfect way that I can keep up a little something, but I also, you know, keep a lot of notes and stuff in here too. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing and whatnot. So I hope you are all doing really well. I hope that you had a wonderful Christmas if you celebrate Christmas, or Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever holiday you celebrate. If you don't celebrate any of the holidays, I just hope you had a wonderful winter December season that was not miserably cold, but cool enough to sport some nice hand-knitted items. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope to talk to you all again very soon. All right, and if you are the winner, Miss Linda, please don't forget to send me a message with your full name and address so I can get your prize sent out to you. All right, bye, y'all.